Hey guys, this is Dave back with BTM Reviews, and today we are here to talk about Good Times. Now, I've had the Good Times cigar blend. I enjoyed it. Did a comparison with that with the Magnus, and I actually like the Good Times a little more. Uh, just fit my palate better. Not that I don't like the Magnus, but I just enjoyed the Good Times a little bit more. So these bottles here I picked up this week up in Rockton, Illinois at Rockton Food and Spirits. And Good Times isn't inexpensive. I think these were $89 bottles. This first one here is Good Times Dreamsicle cask finish, distilled in Indiana, barrel strength, 118 proof, 59% alcohol. And this was barrel number 787, limited rare release. Single barrel straight, bourbon whiskey finished in French orange liqueur casks and Mexican vanilla casks. Well, my God. This is bottled by Good Times Distillery in Kentucky. So let's give it a shot. Let's give this Dreamsicle a shot. Now, we got some orange liqueur from France and Mexican vanilla. Yes, they do. Wow. Boy, that vanilla's something else. I get more of the vanilla than I do the orange, but I can definitely get that orange in there. And these are fresh bottles, so maybe in a couple weeks I'll go back to them and they've even done better. But off the bat, that smells nice. It's proofy, 118 proof, so you definitely get a little bit of that ethanol. But the other smells just power through it. Ooh, that is nice. Man, right up front, you get it. Just that dreamsicle flavor. Legitimately, like there is a strong vanilla note there. There is some orange flavor coming through it as well. It does taste very nice. Doesn't have very long legs. I will say that. It's not like lasting, but let me get a drink real quick and try that again. I want to be fair. I don't want to pass judgment without giving it a fair shot. Take another sip. Hmm. Yeah, I mean the the front side to me is better than the back side on this one. However, some people just want to drink their bourbon and get a little taste and not taste it for the next 5 minutes. And with that one, I'm not tasting it for the next 5 minutes, and there's no real burn. It does taste good though, guys. I'm not gonna lie, uh, but you guys might want something a little bit more long term for your sip. So I get that too. I don't even know if my wife would enjoy it because it might be too proofy for her. But I got a feeling one of my sons might want to take that bottle like he did my Dark Arts Ambarano bottle. So this next one is Raspberry Lemonade. This one's 112 proof, a little less proof. This single barrel straight bourbon whiskey, finished in raspberry brandy cask and conditioned in lemon zest. So I don't know what conditioned in lemon zest means. Maybe you guys can tell me in the comments what that means. I don't know. Sounds like they added it, I guess, but I don't want to assume anything because it doesn't say like the raspberry brandy cask was, lemon zest or anything like that. It just says and conditioned in lemon zest. Okay, we'll see. Let's see what raspberry lemonade is. Fix that for y'all. Oof. Wow. Whoa. Wow. Okay. It's raspberry lemonade for sure 100 times and twice on Sunday. God, it's like I don't know what to say. It's unbelievably uh it, it smells unbelievable. Oh my god. And it's not just the lemon, it's the raspberry. Unbelievable. Can't wait to try it. Hmm. Take a drink. Okay. It tastes like it smells, which is credit to them. But for me, I've never really had a bourbon that made me like kind of want to pucker up because it tasted lemony. Like there's definitely lemon zest in there and it is a lot. Like you take a you take a big enough drink and you're like, "Holy heck, there is some it's like it's sour. Uh like a lemon." Maybe, my bourbon history isn't long enough to know if that's a thing. It does have a longer tail for me than that one, and it might be because of the citrus, uh, and the raspberry flavor combined. It does have a longer tail. I'm glad I bought it to try it. I don't think I would buy another one of those bottles. I'll try the other their other bottles that they have. It's just a little sour for me. This one's a little smoother, even though it doesn't have a long of a tail on it. To me, it's a better drink. I mean, this almost makes the sourness. It almost makes it the reason that it gives it a longer tail. Well, I mean, I guess it does. It is a reason it gives a longer tail, but it also makes it feel more proofy than this one. This one doesn't feel nearly as proofy as that one, but this one's 6 points higher or whatever on proof. Yeah, one's like the zest additive is completely different than the orange, whatever they did, brandy or whatever. Was it orange brandy? No, orange liqueur, French orange liqueur. Seems a little bit more natural. It doesn't have that sour taste to it. Again, $89, I think, a piece. Like I said, I would buy the Dreamsicle again, the raspberry lemonade. Probably not. And if somebody asked me if they could have it, I would probably make a trade or give it to them. I don't think I'll go back to that one. It's just sour. I've never had bourbon that's sour like that. So anyway, guys, this has been fun. I would like to remind you guys to please like, subscribe, share, join the Patreon. Patreon will be in the link. If you want to join my Discord, DM me, and you can get into our bourbon Discord. And we can talk about bourbon show ideas, stuff like that. Thanks you guys for being here, and we will talk again next time. See you later.